the loss of civility, the danger, everything from rudeness to violence. How did we get here? Hi, Alex McFarland here. Do you know, many years ago, C.S. Lewis wrote a book called The Abolition of Man. And C.S. Lewis, it was very prescient, very predictive. He said, if we abandon morality, we abandon God. And if we abandon God, we really will not be free, but will be in jeopardy. And that book, The Abolition of Man, there have been other books that are of a similar tone, but he's right. We look around us and people say, goodness, it's like nobody has a filter anymore. There's rudeness. I'm telling you, I'd go out to the grocery store and you're as liable to hear an F-bomb as you once might have heard, at a bar or a pool hall. And it does seem like we've lost manners. And I'm just going to say it. I'm old school. What is up with wearing pajamas in public all day long? Man, I'll be at the airport getting on an airplane, and there used to be a day when people would actually kind of dress up a little bit to travel. I see people that look to be 30 years old out in footy pajamas. It's like we've all sort of digressed and diminished. There's not only civility, but I'm a little bit concerned even for personal hygiene. What's it all about? Listen, when we believe in God, and we're accountable to God, and we believe in moral boundaries and just societal order and structure and decorum, and we believe in Matthew 25 that when I honor you, I'm honoring the one whose image you bear. I'm not being prudish or Victorian, but we've got to restore civility and order. And the Holy Spirit of God can do that. Pray for it and let it begin with you and with myself. But do you know what? Let me just say this. In 2 Timothy, the Bible warns about in the last days, 2 Timothy chapter 3, in the final days, just before the return of Christ, perilous times will come. The word is grievous, dangerous times. And it says that people will be narcissistic, lovers of themselves, blasphemers, hateful, unthankful, unholy, traitors. In other words, they'll backstab you, they'll turn on you. And it summarizes, and I would encourage you to read that 2 Timothy 3, 1 through 7. It says, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. It says, ever learning but never coming to the knowledge of the truth. That's like people today. And so, with the loss of civility and morality, it's not just neutral, but it's violent. We're living in those times. It's going to escalate even more, though, apart from a great move of God's Holy Spirit. In John 16, verse 2, you think about this. Jesus said, the day is coming. He was talking to the church believers, and this is red ink because it's the words of Christ. He says, the day is coming when those that kill you will think they do God a service. Do you know, there have been trans shooters at Tennessee, Minnesota, Charlie Kirk. And sometimes people in the news have said, well, those conservatives, those people who believe in binary gender, they had it coming. Oh my goodness, the jihadists that kill and think they're doing it for Allah, and the terrorists that are anti-Semitic. We're living in times, because we've lost the Prince of Peace, we've lost peace itself. Because we've lost truth, we're on the brink of anarchy. Folks, it's time to stand for truth and be bold. And remember, the restoration, revival we need, it begins with you and with me. Remember, Jesus is as close by as a prayer.